supposed to be funny. Kind of weird too. Okay, not really. Either way. Let's just try to have some fun. Finally finished eating. I had some good old salami and Gouda cheese sandwiches with a little bit of what it was again. I actually completely forgot. I genuinely completely forgot what it was. Teriyaki sauce. Yeah, it was a sandwich of butter, salami, Gouda cheese. I think I put some Swiss cheese on it too. And to top it off with a little spread of teriyaki sauce on a grill. It went pretty dang well, I gotta be honest with you. Surprisingly so at that. Now, let's see what we have here. I don't feel like fighting against Kane. Kha'Zix was kind of Rengar. Yeah, let's just ban Rengar because why not? I've been seeing a lot of Rengars.
A true hunter never rests.
So it's not bad to try. Been going a lot of good or bad? Good fight. I don't remember what was the button for that. Jesus Christ. I genuinely don't know. Good fight. Hello, thank you for joining. Sí, se va a cambiar camisa afuera y medias y zapatos.
No voy a cambiar.
Okay. Yeah, sure, why not? It really doesn't matter to me. Let's see, I actually do feel like playing like Zac today.
I was made for this. Literally.
Yep, English, Spanish, and a really small drop of French. I was just my brother's finally going to sleep, so we all had a busy day. What about you guys? Anything interesting? It's actually my first game of the night. I just finished eating a few. Te están diciendo buenas noches.
No.
Oh, before I forget about the runes. Yes, sir. I will try my best to invade. Doesn't mean I should start with E instead of W? Nah, I'm just gonna start with W. That just helped me quite a lot. It seems like you're going against G. Probably gonna try to steal blue or red if we're actually gonna invade. Definitely got late game. We survived to late game, but we definitely got late game. They do. I will try to keep the G in check. Yes, Spike. Yes, I will be ready. Feels like this is gonna be a fun game. And either way, I can almost fully go armor. That's good. If it wasn't because of the Kai'Sa, I could almost probably go fully armor. And it's really dependent on what the Kai'Sa is gonna build herself. If she builds herself enough AP, I may have to get probably a spiritual visage and maybe something else, but I'm definitely gonna start with what was the name of it? It's not Tormil, the fire one. My memory is really bad right now. Fire Cape. Been playing too much in Spanish. I only remember them in Spanish. Solar Cape, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was Solar Cape. It really been a while. No, this is some nice skins for Pike and Nasus. I prefer Corporate Mundo. It's just nicer skin in general. And most of the KDA are pretty decent too. Okay, so depending of the situation, I may focus on mid or bot. I don't really want to go bother top too much because it feels like it's better to let him farm by himself more than it is to go try to help him get kills. Maybe once in a while, but definitely not somewhere I want to go often. Just feels like it's probably a better idea to let him be on his own. Alright, I believe you. I do not have... I don't really have a way to grab the enemy, so we gotta be careful about that. Oh, hey. Oh wait, that was... Let's see the enemies around here. They put ward there, which means that someone's around here. Well, even if it's only flash, that still got us a win in a sense. I will appreciate if you can put a ward there so that I at least know if they're gonna steal my red. There is a good chance that it will happen. It's a G. Yeah, he was trying that. Also, thank you, Nasus. I really appreciate the fact that you saved me there. It helps a lot more than you will believe. But I'm probably gonna be using Smite a little bit more often because I have 3 minutes before Dragon appears anyways. At least it seems like I'm not gonna have to worry about that for the first round of the jungle. After that, I'm probably gonna have to start putting a few more wards here and there, but that is something I will worry about a little bit later. Okay, they're starting pretty aggressively, and that, I mean that in a completely great way. Also, Kai'Sa's going mid. Makes sense. I'm still a little bit surprised about it, that's all. I also felt my Q miserably against an enemy that wasn't even moving. That one was really mostly just on me, but still. Either way, I'll just keep pushing everything. I'm probably gonna go back to mid after I finish Goldens. Maybe I will just go top, you know, it's not a bad idea on itself. And with red, I'm not gonna die anytime soon. But I do gotta check on a few things here and there, if I'm completely honest. There we go. That one well. Let's go try to see mid now. Bot seems to be doing extremely well, and there goes my extremely well a little bit. Not completely, but still enough so that I could actually notice. Should probably put a ward there if I'm completely honest with you. Ah, anyway, whatever. Not much I can do about it. I'm just gonna go to Wolf at this point. I will promise you I will gank you a little bit later, but right now it's not a good time, it seems. Plus, I don't want to stay too much time in one place, knowing well that the G can do the jungle a lot faster than I do. Okay. Dragon is actually ready. And there is a good chance he can do it by himself. I will be checking on Kai'Sa. I will still start with armor, because she will start with just normal armor with normal AD damage, I'm pretty sure. But I will at least get Spiritual Visage by bare minimum.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Okay, I will go back to base. Probably get 1 or 2 items. Boots. And let's get some fire eggies. Finally remember the name of that thing. Took a moment, but I finally do remember it. Okay, Tristana is probably gonna be escapable with herself. I'm gonna go do birds, and from that I'm probably either gonna go mid or top. I think that's the best thing I can do. Bot is probably gonna need help, but I wanna get ulti before I go bot. You do gotta be careful about that, because G is on the way there. And that cat in pretty badly. Well, it seems like you guys can push that a little bit. Okay, got ulti. Oh, I tried, sorry. At least I can put that there for now. I will go check mid, and from them I'm going directly to Dragon.
Shut down.
I tried. Alright, that means that G is somewhere around here. Need to actually catch up a few things here and there for the moment, because something tells me that he will appear out of nowhere to try to kill me. Alright, no, he's mid, it seems. That's pretty interesting. Alright, there we go with that. If it gets down to it, I can actually just throw a little bit more into it. Let's do this guy here for now. Do gotta say that the Kaisa seems to be getting closer. She seems to have gone somewhere else, if I'm completely honest with you. Just come here, dragon. I need you to move out from the center so that it's a little bit more difficult for the enemy to get closer to you. I like this team, it makes it a little bit interesting to play around them. Most of the interactions don't feel as forced. Do gotta say that I gotta get a little bit better, but then again, I'm mostly been playing Phil, so I don't expect to be able to do perfectly per se. Now that's 1-for-1. I think that's pretty decent. Yes, they got Herald. So if anything, I will be careful, masses, because I'm not close to there. Which mostly just means that I cannot help you at the moment. Okay, let's see. That guy, well, since the last time I saw him, still a little bit behind, but I could be wrong, and it's just that his things hasn't been updated because I just haven't actually seen him on our side of the map. Because I don't think I will have 20 minions, 20 farm to a G of all things. But I'm not even supposed to be a fast clear of jungle to begin with. Probably gonna go back to lane after finishing things around here, just to... Okay, with that happening on mid, it seems it's definitely up to me to join. Oh well. Pretty much just means that I can go do red without having to worry that much about it, and I actually got a little bit of gold from that. Tristana, I don't know if she can actually defeat both enemies at once, but she can definitely at least keep them at bay. Yeah, I'm not doing that great. Definitely better than him, but not that by that much. Okay, now that I finished the whole jungle. Wow, that Pike really has it on him, huh? I will get the Mercute Treads, and I don't know. We'll get the Radiant Birch, which is gonna help in general with the team. That way the Pike and the Nasus can enter a little bit more forcefully when I'm with them. Dragons in 2 minutes, Herald is in 3. I'm on my way to top. Just to have you let you know. After that I'm probably going mid. Yeah, mid's probably a decent choice. Oh well, let's go mid. I'm on my way there. I do not have ulti, but I can help you in other ways. Either way, Pyke's there, so it's not in that much of a hurry, but it will definitely help. I wasn't there on time, sadly. I had plans of doing so, but I was a teensy-weensy late. We'll put a ward here just to mess around a little bit. And there is that there. Think Tristana can fight against G. He shouldn't be full health. He does have the healing thing, but I still think he should be pretty far from full health. Reminds me that I've been meaning to play other games apart from League of Legends. Mario Wonder's about to come. I already pre-ordered it. I'm probably gonna do that on the channel later. Maybe get my brother to play with me. It could be pretty fun. And definitely a difference. Yes. Thank you for reminding me that I was about to go check other lanes. Dragon is definitely kind of important. To get that. Yeah, she didn't actually get it. I felt like that was a little bit behind, if I'm completely honest with you. I don't know about anything else, but I'm gonna take this off. It seems like that's rude. Really, really rude, you know? Oh, it's fine. He's not gonna be able to do that much damage to me, and I actually regain health pretty freaking fast. I'm perfectly fine with a good aggressive support or a good aggressive ADC if it's actually good aggression. There's a difference between throw yourself to die and knowing when's a good time to do a fight. It's that kind of idea. Wow, that was one hell of a stun if I ever seen one, if I'm completely honest with you. You're gonna need a little bit more of that, huh? I'm completely fine with that, my dude. Well, I do have this, but you're probably going back to base. Maybe top's not gonna be that bad of an idea to throw that on. Could be pretty funny. Okay, nope. There's only 2 of us and more than half of the enemy team there. Plus, I actually haven't gone shopping in a while. It's probably pretty decent for me to go and buy an item or so. We'll go get Thornmill. I guess the good old feeling of being able to buy one whole item in one hit. Not having to worry about anything else and just going for the full item at once. You know you're doing well when that happens. Oh, that's too bad. They got Nasus. I'm probably gonna go top while I go. Yeah, let's do this a little bit more. Now let's focus a little bit on this, huh? You do know I can technically heal faster than you do, right? But I feel that's your own fight, Nasus. I will leave it to you. I just want to farm a little bit. I'm a little behind in farm at this point. Plus, those guys are kind of pushing it quite a lot there at mid, huh? Yeah, those three can pretty much finish the game by themselves. That's pretty damn good. I don't know about you guys. I'm just gonna try to do this thing by myself. You guys are probably gonna finish everything else before I finish Baron, if I'm completely honest with you guys. I'm fine with that. Only support? I'm genuinely not doing any damage against this thing. I am actually genuinely not doing any damage against this thing because I actually only have it at half health and I've been going at this for a while. I would really appreciate some help. Alright. The fact that the first time I lost my passive was because of myself is kind of funny yet sad. At that point I should have just used ulti, if I'm completely honest with you. Yeah, that probably would have been a better idea now that I think about it. That was good. Still, the fact that my first loss of my passive on this whole game was mostly just Baron, not even the enemy team. Kinda sad. Okay, let's we should actually be going as a team at this point. I'm gonna finish the jungle and I'm probably gonna be helping the team. At this point we do have to start playing a little bit more seriously. Do give me 1 second. Most of us still have a Baron. Well, some of us still have bear. I'm not gonna say most of us. It's kind of most of us at this point. I feel like mid is a better option, Pike. That's probably just me, but I think it's kind of funnier to.
His inhibitor is respawning.
Well, that's pretty funny. Let's finish this thing. I do have my ulti with my mythic item passive. Hey, I killed G. I got my first kill of the game at the last second of the game. That sounds like a good plan. Yes, that was perfect. I got my first kill of the game at the last second of the game. That pretty much defines the whole game. Well guys, that was an extremely fun game. It was quite enjoyable. Thank you for staying on the stream. It's quite fun to talk, or at least let people hear me. It does help me with my anxiety, and it does help me with my speech therapy. I actually gotta go for my therapist tomorrow, so it's pretty nice to be able to say that I've been doing better in general. Either way, I do gotta give it to the Pike. He went far and beyond trying to go help all other lanes. But at the end of the day, everyone did pretty dang well. Actually, I think only one of us didn't get an S, which 4 out of 5 is a pretty decent amount, if I'm completely honest. And I still think even the person who didn't get one did pretty well in general either way. That is one game I would like to try again. You don't get to get so many good games all at once most of the time. Yes, I did actually. You are a pretty good dang Pike, Jonan. In general, everyone on the team did pretty well, but you did pretty well. Yeah, as I was trying to say before, there's a difference between being aggressive and failing and knowing when's a good time to be aggressive, and that's what a lot of people tend to forget. And you were actually doing pretty well. I think the biggest difference is the difference between kamikaze and actually knowing when to grab an opportunity. Exactly. It's not being kamikaze, it's just knowing when it's a good time to attack. A lot of people either go for one or the other one. Yes, he was. But Nasus did pretty well by himself on top. Tristana was having a lot of fun too. Veigar pretty much knew when to put his stun. Like, in general, I really don't have any complaints about anybody on the team. Sure, I actually have an easier way, which is called remembering that the match history exists. It does help quite a lot. Normally I don't do this, but I actually do like everyone on the team. Wait, did you send any bike weapon? I didn't notice. Sorry about that. Okay, let it cancel. Give it 1 second. I try to play as well as I can. There you go. I declined that one. I swear one of you guys sent something. I'm not 100% sure. Thank you. Well, then I'm just gonna start a game again. Like I say, I do appreciate if anybody follows. It does help me. I don't actually expect to gain money from this, but it is fun talking to people in general. And that's exactly the reason I try to just send one time my link at the beginning and one time at the end. Because it's always good to talk to people. At least the people that are not flaming. Thank you, Jonan. It's been a while, like maybe 6 months or so. As I said before, I normally do it for my my anxiety and my speech therapy. It does help me quite a lot in general. I do have a lot of problems and soon specific words in general. Plus, I actually been quite sick with a lot of different things. As I was saying yesterday, tomorrow I gotta go. Tomorrow I actually got a doctor's appointment with my therapist. Like, at some point I couldn't even talk at all. So the fact that I can actually sit down here and talk to you guys, it's quite a lot for me. At some point I was just mumbling everything I tried to say. It just takes a little bit more of time for me to think what I will say. Which is kind of the reason that I sound so repetitive sometimes. So I do have problems pronouncing a few specific words. But my biggest problem is that I have 3 types of headaches. I have migraine headaches, I have 24/7 headaches, and I got sinus infection headaches. So it just takes a lot of time for me to concentrate and actually say anything at all. Being anxious, it is part of it, but the biggest part is that I actually gotta concentrate to talk correctly. If not, I just start mumbling incomprehensible stuff. Actually, every 3 months or so, I gotta go for a Botox injection. I think it's like 40 injections off. I actually go every 3 months or so to get Botox injections. They go all the way from the forehead all the way to the arms, and that does help me release at least around a 40 to 50% of the headaches. But my biggest problem is the fact that I do not stop them. I cannot stop the 24/7. They're always just there. I can get used to them, but they never actually disappear. I can actually get the migraines to not come as often, but they still exist. And when they all combine together, that's when I'm like 100% dead. No and yes, they've been going with a few different ideas, and none of them have been able to actually know which one's the correct one. So there's quite a few things that influence them. My diet, my emotions in general, hard emotions. It doesn't even have to be bad emotions. Even being extremely happy can make my head hurt. It's kind of funny if you think about it in a way. Which, when you think about it, if you actually ever try to see a few of the videos I have done before, I'm quite expressive and emotional. So it's kind of funny when. Yes, it does. A good balanced diet can help a lot. It doesn't stop them, but it definitely makes you. It's like most of my treatments are preventive, but not actually for the pain, but to prevent them from happening. You just make them less often, which leave me with a problem that when I have them, I still get them pretty hard. Like water actually helps a lot. Because everyone now is drinking super sugary stuff and all those other stuff. It actually leaves me more thirsty than when I started drinking something. Actually, one of my biggest hobbies is cooking in general. If I wasn't so interested on technology in general, I would probably be a cook. Because right now I'm actually studying to be a software designer. Uh, I almost went for chef. It's just that my body is not in good conditions. I think it's the idea of body and mind together make a healthy body. A healthy mind means a healthy body kind of idea. Well, hope it goes well. I don't want to actually fight that too much. Thank you, I appreciate that. Have a good night. It seems like we have your your helpful friend. Let's believe this bike is gonna be at least 50% as good as you. No offense, Spike. You probably are good too. Night. I do stream most nights around the same time, so if you ever want to join again, I will be up to more than glad for it. Hey, let's get it there. Perfect. 1,000 health is pretty good. I don't like this. I really find Yasuo annoying in general. If it was Kaylin, it would have been funnier, but it's still gonna work. Yes, I know. I noticed them. Alright, I actually gotta start paying a little bit more attention to those kind of things. This is definitely gonna get pretty dang interesting. And I did end up failing my Q there, which is not that big of a problem as I am, but still noticeable. Even more now that he's gonna be jumping on around. It's fine, that actually went well. We did damage, we didn't take damage. It went well. No complaints with that. It wasn't like we overwhelmed them, but still. I do have heal if it gets down to it. Do wanna let you know that, dude. I Okay, there's no... Relax. I'm trying to hit the enemy, but he has the... He had the wind wall. Which makes it a little bit difficult for me, but still possible. I don't think he's there. It's fine. Don't worry, just try to make your best and we will play around that.
At least the first star didn't put me in one of those sailor babes.
I am a little bit behind him. In this. I can still actually play around it, so it's not that problematic as I am. Oh hey, it actually did hit the enemy there. I barely escaped that, didn't I? I am going. I tried to enter. I didn't have that much health. I cannot go super forcefully there. And he actually has more things to throw around. He went back to base. I haven't. I need to remember that I don't have mana. I don't have health. It's better for us to leave now. I'm trying to, but I want to focus a little bit more on my farming. Oh well. Yes, I know that whenever you actually get ulti, those are gonna be a little bit more interested. I am trying to poke. I just had
True Star Guardians never give up.
Okay, so now I'm actually falling behind in farm. Okay, let's get this going on then. There we go. We just gotta keep doing that every once in a while. Now I'm doing a little bit more damage. Which I will show you my damage. Wait, did he use flashing to me? Is that actually what happened? I think that's what happened. Did he use flash or he already had flash? Which one's the correct terminology on that? Well, I definitely do feel like I'm a better jungler than I am an ADC. Like we may have some help. Probably gonna end pretty dang well if I'm completely honest with you. Yeah, whatever, dude. Now let's just try to do what I can. That's about the best I can do. Don't worry, I got a plan. I can actually escape for once. Yes, I know, I'm trying to farm. They're probably a dragon if I'm completely honest with you.
When you've got talent, there's no such thing as a lucky shot.
Oh. Whatever. At least make sure. Okay, Pike didn't survive that, sadly. No, not everything can be a win. Well, sadly, I don't really had a way to get there quicker. Okay, at this point I will actually just worry about farming. I'm really gonna worry about anything else for the moment. It's not gonna end well.
Gotta admit it, the uniform's growing on me.
It is a pretty decent uniform, and anyway, you're in PJs right now. Okay, nope, I don't want to fight that guy. Okay. Well, at least me seems to be doing better than we are.
If it's not made of stardust, it's not worth the effort.
Where's the enemy then? I really failed miserably at that, didn't I? Oh, really? Okay, now I'm dead again. Yeah, I'm definitely dead now. At least you got Jasu, but they keep moving the enemy out of my attacks. Makes it difficult to actually aim at all. It's not impossible, but definitely difficult. Well, Pike, I don't know if we can do that right now. All of that for one assistance. Hope that whoever got the actual kill went well, because I really lost a lot on that. At least I can take some damage now. Please stop trying to fight that. We're not in a position to actually be able to fight that pretty hard, if I'm completely honest with you. Even less with the Rakan close to that. Oh. Oh. Again, I'm just gonna keep trying to attack with my Q and seeing whatever hits. Alright, that was under tower, and that was 2 ultis at 1. Absolutely nothing I can do when... They actually flashed me under tower. At that point I really don't have word to. Where to catch myself. I was already having problem before that, and Pike pretty much already left me behind. Hey, let's believe like he's gonna go help other lanes more than me at least. Huh. There we go. Pike keeps dying. Do you gotta say that the enemy disappeared? I don't know how much it actually matters, but do gotta say that the enemy disappeared. And as before, I'm not positioned to actually go try to fight them. So I swear every time I try to do that, I end up dead. Yeah, I know, they're probably gonna appear out of nowhere in my face at any moment now. I wouldn't actually be surprised if that already happened and I just didn't notice. I'm gonna try to at least get this tower, being that I have the moment to think about it. Wait, that actually didn't hit me, huh? Kinda interesting now that I think about it. I don't know, I'm just gonna keep pushing. That's the best thing I can do right now. Yep, I'm just gonna do this here. Probably better places to do so, but you know. We're gonna get Manamune and maybe Naravori quick plate after that. Could be pretty fun. Let's believe that this is gonna get interesting. The sad part is that he still has more minions than I do. Yeah, right now I'm not trying to fight him physically per se. I'm not trying to make sure that I can farm. That's about my only idea to have right now. Oh, I actually am doing some damage, huh? I don't... Okay, that one I'm not even gonna blame anything else, but I don't care. Let's just relax. That one wasn't me.
Your team has destroyed a turret. An enemy has been slain.
got too excited when I knew I probably should have backed down there. Maybe doing damage now, but he still can do more to me than I do to him. Well, it'd been better for me to back off there instead of trying to enter fight front for front. See, if I enter with my E, that probably would have been different, but I enter with flash, and that's kind of what screwed me over at the end. Plus, he waited until the last moment to throw his. I tried to help her, but it didn't end well. And I'm still kind of behind. That I am doing damage, that is not the question here. Ike really likes to force this. This is exactly what I was talking about a while ago, but hey, our jungler was able to steal that.
An ally has been slain.
So maybe it's not all that bad.
Your turret has been destroyed.
We can probably play along a little bit more if I'm completely honest with you. I just feel that maybe it can go better, maybe it can go worse. Yes, I'm bad. I never actually said I was a good ADC, and to begin with, I cannot even follow that Pyke at this point. He actually left quite a while ago, and I don't mean that in a good way. But I would not deny the part that I'm definitely not a good ADC.
True Star Guardians never go down.
I definitely am a better jungler and probably even a better support, but
Impossible comebacks are sort of my specialty.
Your turret has been destroyed.
oh, I actually didn't expect you to do such a move.
I'm at my best when the world's on the brink of annihilation.
I did notice that. Man, you shouldn't. You know what? Sure, why not? Can be pretty interesting. Oh, yeah, I'm on my way there. Probably gonna get killed before I can do anything against her, but I can try. I don't know. And now they're just gonna say that one was my fault. But yeah. You say whatever you want at this point. It really doesn't matter.
Enemy double kill.
The entire universe awaits us.
Never deny that. It is, probably is, and probably will be hopeless. None of us actually play correctly, and I feel like instead of helping each other, we've been screwing each other up. Oh yeah, cry all you want. We could probably try to get another. Not gonna end great, but we could try. Hello, thank you for joining. This is not exactly my best shown of power or skills that I ever had in my life, but it is what we have. And I'm definitely not proud of it. No, 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 no. Oh, come on. Now that feels unnecessary. Yeah, I actually think I said that pretty close to correctly. Third jungler. She's trying. Like what it was, I got ignite from this guy, I got ulti from Riven. I got quite a few things on my face, if I'm completely honest with you. We do have a chance. It's not the biggest chance that ever existed, but we do in fact have a chance. I wanted to do that, but I feel like I will die if I do that. Also, it will have been better for me to die for you, if I'm completely honest. Okay, Evelyn, they're gonna do drag Baron in there. No, 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 don't even get close to that. I got my ulti in a few seconds. I'm gonna get the cloak of agility for now and worry about everything else after that. Pyke is alive, so maybe this can go a little bit differently, but I'm not that sure about it.
It's not made of stardust.
I still don't have a good... Well, I tried. Didn't work. Back down. better to back down at that point. And I'm not joking on that. It's probably not a good idea to try to fight that by yourself. It's just gonna end really, really badly for everyone included in that. I don't know what was the plan there, but alright, that one was definitely on me. I'm not even gonna try to defend myself at that point. I'm just gonna keep pushing here. Let's get all the minions. And Garen is pretty much pushing by himself there. Which, I gotta tell you, that's great for us. For once, I actually do believe it's a pretty decent choice to have Garen push by himself. Probably at most get one more tower. To try to get this. Okay, so that does grab into that. Thank you. Thank you. That was extremely helpful. And I'm probably going to die if I stay here.
This reminds me of discovering the spirit tomb of Ekron.
God dang it, that thing has a lot more range than I gave it credit for. And yeah, sure, let's get this. We do need someone to try to defend because we don't have that much left. But yeah, the Grudge is probably gonna be a good next item, and from then I got no idea what I'm gonna build myself. But hey, I'm doing damage. I may not have any kills, and I may not have as much goal minions as as others in the team. I still want to believe I'm doing something, even if it's bare minimum. Just me having to play extremely carefully, even if it doesn't look like I've been doing that. Well, thanks to that, actually, I can almost push this a lot more than I first expected.
Shut down.
Beaten path is a boring path.
Check on that. Okay, Garen's dead. And there's a whole minute before Nashor. So that can actually go either way. I think this is where we finish, and I don't mean that in a good way. Oh yeah, sure, Garen. You know I was pretty much ignored by my support the whole game, right? But yeah, go on. Say that it was all my fault. Really need to clean these things. They're a little bit more dirtier than I first expected, if I'm completely honest. But yeah, go on. Go and say whatever you want, Garen. I will not stop you. If anything, there you go. You can even say it face to face to me if you want. Let's see. Yeah, I can play one more round before going to sleep. Let's believe at least I'm gonna no go ADC on this one, because I do believe I'm not a good ADC, but I think that Garen was exaggerating. Do I have anything that I can use right now? Let's see, no Brahms. No Nikos, no Nars, no Sax. Technically, I do have more than enough blue essence to just do it, but yeah, it didn't go that well. I pretty much exploded every time I tried to get it close to anything. Yeah, you were exploding me with ulti. Garen was complaining the whole game, if I'm completely honest with you. I'm not even that good of an ADC. Well, I know that. It's just that I've been playing Phil to try a few different positions, and it seems a few different positions is just ADC at the moment. I remember when support was the main thing that you got thrown around with. Well, for now, I definitely don't want to see another Yasuo. He made my life impossible on bot. But yeah, you guys did deserve the win. I'm not gonna even fight about that. You guys were actually playing as a team. Our team was barely hanging on a thread at the end of the day. Few things that were going well was mostly the jungler actually being a pretty decent jungler, but that's about it.
What doesn't kill you just isn't finished yet.
But I be honest, I actually didn't expect the Yasuo to go ADC. I was expecting you to go there. I'm not saying that it could have gone that much better, but at least I would have felt a little bit less uncomfortable fighting that. Because I did feel that every time I tried to attack my allies, instead of putting it into my range, threw it outside my attacks. Then although we definitely weren't playing together, my biggest problem was the fact that my team kind of wasn't playing together. A good example of that it was the fact that I had difficulties actually hitting my shots because every time I tried to throw something that piked through the enemy somewhere else, or they moved the enemy out of my ulti, or something along those lines, it just made it difficult to actually hit anything at all. I will give credit where credit's due. The jungler was able to steal 2 dragons, and she actually was able to maintain the team going for a decent amount of time, but at the end I just never felt the Pyke actually being a support. Normally when you go roam it's because you're 100% sure you're 100% sure your ADC is gonna be fine with you leaving. Maybe he is not gonna be able to take a double kill, but it's at least gonna make sure that the lane is not gonna fall down. I think it was around minute 10 or so that he just never went back to bot again. And it's kind of funny because I came from a game where I had a godly Pyke, and I was talking about that same exact problem. There's a difference between going kamikaze and knowing when to throw yourself. Which I will repeat, I do not believe I'm a good ADC. At no point at all I will say I'm a good ADC. I actually believe I could be a lot better if I learn a little bit more, but I'm definitely not a good ADC. Kind of more of a support. Almost pretty much any other lane I feel a little bit more comfortable than ADC. That is in fact a good question. Who hurt the Garen? Is that the same Garen from the last game actually? Set mid. I actually just noticed that mess. I actually just noticed that. I'm fine with that. It's probably fine. That's a lot of birds. That really does break the animation quite a lot, doesn't it? Yes. Attack speed. Yes. Oh, wait. We actually did a pretty decent chunk of damage against that guy, huh? Do need you to relax, Maokai. I know what you're trying to do, but I actually prefer just farming, if I'm completely honest with you. And I will like if you get... No, actually... What was the name of that thing again? I completely forgot. It's an item I actually use pretty often, so the fact that I don't remember the name is kind of sad. The one that heals you when you use your ulti. Kinda interesting that I genuinely don't remember at all. I do need to get something that will help me against healing, because the enemy team is gonna be healing like there's no freaking tomorrow. Well, let's just hit that for now. That's about everything I can say about that. Do gotta be a little bit careful about that. But I do have my W finally. To me it seems like a pretty interesting thing. It's real. Wait, is the enemy actually on its way here? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Now what you're trying to tell me that the jungler is somewhere along my face and I didn't even notice? I will feel pretty sad if that's actually true. Yeah, I'm just gonna back now, and I have enough to get the boots, which is my first item either way. I will do that as soon as I finish this. Because I do need my minions, you know. They're quite important for me. I'm just gonna make sure not to get hit by the enemy, and I'm probably gonna be fine. Mostly fine, at least. Maybe not perfectly fine, but mostly fine. There was also the fact that I was pretty close to level 4 too. So that's kind of like another thing to be paying attention to. Enemy is getting closer. Wait, oh, so he is probably going AP. That is good to know. We'll be leaving now. Have enough for the Berserker Greaves and a good chunk of damage to start with. Not great, but still hopeful. So hey, have any of you guys been playing any other games apart from League of Legends? Like, I've been meaning to play the Pokemon game, the Detective Pikachu game. It sounds pretty fun. And well, Mario Wonder I already have pre-order, so as soon as it's ready I'm probably gonna stream it while I play with my siblings. Because it just sounds like a really good and fun time. Do not have ulti right now. Just letting you know that. And I just don't want to get grabbed. Okay, like that. I guess that is in fact getting annoying. Oh well, that actually did hit. That's kind of good. Oh, come on, dude. That is extremely rude. Okay, so I got Ignite on my face if I'm correct, and I do have heal that's about to appear. So that is something to probably pay attention to if I'm completely honest. Oh hey, I didn't expect Lilia to appear. But hey, I will take it. Do will and probably should leave. Thank you, I appreciate that. Wait. Oh, so Garen is actually the jungler. That's good to know. I completely forgot about that. Or more like I didn't notice. Let's see. Let's get Recorvo. And I can wait a second or two to get Vampiric Scepter. And yes, let's start with a Q just to go a little bit faster. And at least I'm getting the speed a little bit more. Do have ulti in like 20 seconds. Thank you. Oh well, let's do Dragon. It's probably a better idea than trying to. We do have to worry about this guy. I'm not even gonna try to hide it. Yes, he might try to do his thingy around here. I will leave when I have the chance because I know that's not gonna end out well for me. But I do appreciate the idea. If I had a little bit more mana, I probably would have forced it a little bit more than I did there. You will let you try to do something to me. It's probably not gonna work, but I can't let you try. See, now if I had more mana and well, I'm gonna did a little bit more damage, I probably will have been down quite a while ago. But I do feel a little bit more confident on this one. Not to a huge degree, but to a decent amount of a degree. Oh, come on, I just noticed that I'm literally 100 gold away from that. That's actually pretty sad. Okay, that didn't end well, Timo, did it? Oh well. Maokai is on its way entering right now. And I do want to get a few more minions here because why not? I do not actually know where the enemy is at the moment. There it is. So it could go either way. But right now I just gotta try to stay alive and make sure that the fiddlestick doesn't enter in a weird way. Which I feel like we're doing pretty well. Should be able to get my next item at any moment now. Ah, the double ulti there. I should have known that. I literally just talked about it and I let it happen. That one was definitely on me. But it's funny that he sounds so proud that he was able to use his ulti. I will show you that's not gonna work again. At least not that easily. Even more now that I have my Ruin King. And I do have my pass also almost about to finish cool. And as soon as I actually get my first thing. First time who? First time what? I'm actually a little bit confused in that that statement. Do you mean the set? It's Set's first time a set or Set's first time in ranked? And it didn't do much damage as I would have wanted. Probably gonna try to throw ulti or something along those lines. Yeah, I don't want to fight that. You can enter that if you want, but it's not gonna end well for any of us. But hey, you actually were able to get him, so that's good. I did wasted my ulti a little bit. I'm not gonna say otherwise. I probably would have been able to throw that ulti a little bit better. Don't worry. Thank you, Maokai. I actually didn't expect to escape there. Thanks. You were in fact able to call more than enough attention, Maokai. You are one hell of a through. No, just back down. And if it gets down to it, I can actually just fight him face to face. That's no problem. I don't know who you're saying that to, but I do know that I don't have that good of an aim to begin with. Let's just get minions and back down. I want to believe that if I sell cool, I'm probably gonna be in a good enough of a situation to be able to get Hurricane, which is perfect. Now the question is, Ginso better than Infinity Edge on this situation? Or Infinity Edge better than Ginso? I actually do like the penetration. That is probably one of the only reasons I focus on Ginso so much.
Sneaky, sneaky. Now there's a smell you can feel.
Middle enemy shut down. You have slain an enemy.
I still don't understand how my ulti works, you know?
Has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
Because I'm pretty dang sure that... And I threw ulti, but it didn't actually go through.
An enemy has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
Oh, I'm doing pretty well at the end. Probably could be doing better, but I'm doing pretty well. Okay, dragon's still kind of far away. And if I don't get catch up in the middle of fiddlesticks, like that, exactly like that. I'm probably gonna be fine if that doesn't happen again. I don't want to say anything like, duh, you are a fiddlestick. If you throw ulti at me, I don't really have much of a way of escaping that, but again, I'm playing Twitch, so I kind of do the let's be invisible too, or let's disappear kind of trick too, so I don't want to go on and say something like that. It will sound pretty dang funny from my side. Yeah, whatever. I don't know where Ornn is, but I do want to do Dragon now that I have the chance. You can destroy my tower either way, it's probably fine. If it's not probably fine, I'm pretty sure it's fine. Well, I was able to get that guy, and she got him, so we were kind of fine. But I probably should get something to stop the... It's either to stop the enemy healing or get myself some healing.
Your turret has been destroyed.
If the either of the two is probably gonna work out. Yeah, sure, you can have red. I wanted it, but yeah, you can have it. What I want right now is mostly just finishing my item, which may be a little bit difficult, but whatever. We just in fact got red, and the hit there. No, Fiddlestick is on the bush there. Still kind of behind on them. Yeah, sure, you can do that. Again, I'm not trying to get you per se. I'm fine with you leaving. That didn't end well for me. And obviously Fiddlestick's there. I don't know what Lilia's doing all the way over there. But it did feel kind of weird, like... Yes, I will promise you, I will make sure that you lay. Promise you that I will start focusing you. But your whole strategy at this point is literally, hey, let me throw ulti in one of the bushes. It does work, I'm not gonna deny that part. It's been working and it's probably gonna continue to work. I am not denying that.
Shut down.
Yeah, I don't heal myself enough to do that. No. Focus on that. I don't heal myself to worry about that. Dragon is more important. I was just checking to see if I could do that, and I already checked that I cannot. 5 more gold and I will go protect base. I was calling attention onto the enemy, but you guys just... No, I don't know about any try to get the actual dragon. Everything else can wait a little bit of time.
An enemy has been slain.
One top, everyone else Baron. I can probably do top. Wait, did Garen die? Yeah, Garen died. So even if Tristana die there, I call it completely worth it. I don't know if it's because I think so the damage does get mitigated when there's multiple people doing Dragon Baron. Do want to go within. That's probably gonna be my last item. So I'm probably gonna get Lord Dominic and then Wits End just to be able to fight against that guy. But Lord Dominic is gonna be helpful. Well, I'm doing that right now. I don't know. I'm worried about mid. We'll keep pushing because they seem to be doing fine enough. Not perfect, but fine enough. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep pushing. Like, those guys been pretty much finishing everything by themselves. I can actually just... There was a support difference, I'm not gonna deny that. Maokai was a really goddamn good support. Oh hey, he was an actual real... And I finally got that guy, which I'm extremely happy about. And I'm not gonna give any reason for the enemy team to be able to turn that around. That was a really fun game. Got no actual complaints about my team. That was in fact one of the best Maokais I've seen in quite a good amount of time. Now that is one statement if I ever see one. That is one hell of a statement if I'm honest with you. Lilia did pretty well, but I just like the Maokai. He was actually a support and he actually helped me. Do gotta say, it is time for me to go down to sleep. I do have an appointment at 9:30 tomorrow, or today actually, now that I think about it. So I hope you guys have a good night. I hope to see you guys another night. Goodbye.